Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Jamin's Daily. Today, we have a real treat. I'm going to give you an update on my son, Jude, who has Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. Now, we did a video a year ago, probably by now, where I kind of gave the story of my son and his diagnosis, going back from early on to when he was diagnosed, things like that. So I want to try to figure out on YouTube how to put some really cool little link here so you can click it and go to that video and watch that. But this is more of a little bit of an update and an educational video, because what I'm going to do is we're going to add some media here where it shows me, and it doesn't show the best because I realized I need somebody else videotaping this while I'm putting it on, or a stand or something, because I couldn't do both. But I was able to do some, and you get the point. And when I was putting on Jude's braces, his leg braces, and it's real important because it stretches his the lower leg, his ankles and his calves. And with boys with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, if that's not corrected or tended to and you don't stretch them out, this is where they can lose their balance and are prone to falling down. So you really want to follow up with that, take special care and attention to this, which is why obviously we bought the braces, because they are not cheap, which is crazy. Because I remember when you look at them, and I think I'm gonna, after the break, I'm gonna have a closer look in the video where I'm actually putting them on Jude. You get to see them, but I'm gonna do a little more closer look here when we get back from our first break. I believe we're gonna have a new sponsor soon. Details on that coming soon. But this is an update really regarding Jude, and he's been doing very well with his muscular dystrophy. He's in what they call the honeymoon stage, where he's really just a little boy. It's like Peter Pan. He's not growing, okay? He's still a little child. He's 6 years old, and his 4-year-old brother just towers over him. And he's seen as a pediatric endocrinologist because they were concerned about him not growing. But they looked at everything and all his internals and everything else, and it looks good. So everything's great in that regard. So, without further ado, we're going to take a break, and when we get back, we're going to go into the video with Jude, me putting on the equipment, and then after that is when I'll show a little bit the equipment a little closer up. Hey, Jude.
Hi.
We're going to put your braces on.
Braces on.
Yay, you like that? You can have the tablet after we get your braces on. We're going to show people how you put your braces on.
I want to put my braces on.
If you can see, Jude has some marker on his feet. He was doing some arts and crafts and couldn't get it all off during his bath. But let's have a look. Let me see your brace. Here's one. As you can see, he wears these. What they do is they provide a stretch. If you could only feel when I push on his foot like this. Say, what's up, Jude? When I push on his foot, there's this tremendous pushback that he gives because of the muscular dystrophy and the way his muscles react to that. So he has to stretch. So let's start to get ready, Jude. Let's do some stretches, and then we'll get the braces on. What's that? Yes, that's right. So first we start with the socks. Let's get your socks on. I need to videotape it.
That's mommy.
No, it's not mommy, it's daddy. Daddy's gonna get your socks on. You have to wear nice long
That's her.
thin socks is what I found. If they're too thick cotton, it can cause the polymer to dig in a little more, I feel like. So you gotta wear, it's gotta like almost like soccer socks. We got the socks on Jude. Right, Juju? Got some more marker on your face there. No, you don't want to see it. So we got your socks. Listen, the next step, Juju, the next step, part of our routine is now we'll start doing some stretches before he gets his braces on. And we'll stretch. We do a number of stretches. We try to stretch his hamstrings. We do some butterflies like this. Turn him on his back. Try to get his hip flexors. We do it for a while. You can tell it hurts him fairly quick. You know, he doesn't really like it, but we try to do it whenever we wear his braces. Is that right, Juju?
You're a monster.
Who's a monster? Where?
Me.
Don't be silly. You ready to get your braces on?
On the seat.
So once you get the brace on, you want to push up on his foot a little bit to give that little stretch. And that's what's, once you get the braces on tight, it's that little stretch. It's kind of like when you stand with your, when you're trying to stretch your calf and you stand on a step or something, you stretch your heel and your calf. It's kind of what this is doing all night. Boo. So there's one. We got one on. And one of the amazing things, and I think the next time we do a video, Jude, we're going to give a shout out to the people who make these, because Jude has worn these for about a year. The thing is, he hasn't grown at all, so he hasn't outgrown them. You can see he's got a little bit of space there to grow into. Because they're very, very expensive, and some people have to buy 1 or 2 pairs a year. So we've had these for almost 2, I think, and still going strong, right, Juju? And the great thing is, as you can see, he in the morning, I'll try to take a video. He sleeps with these like they're a sock. They're so comfortable for him, or he doesn't complain about it, and they've been great. They really have. Let's get the other one on, Juju. Boom, Jude. You got them on. Say good night, folks.
Good night, folks.
Welcome back, folks, to Jamin's Daily, bringing you an update on my son, Jude, who has muscular dystrophy. And I said I was going to bring out his brace. Here are his braces. So here they are. This is what they look like. And here's the back part. They got little sharks on them. And they're made out of a carbon fiber. They're super light. And they have this custom, they mold this to his foot. The entire thing is molded to his foot. And again, when you put it on him, it's meant to give him a stretch on his leg that is needed, because when Jude was born, from the moment he was born as a young child, as an infant, you could feel he was tight. His muscle, he was just. My mother, who's had 3 children and grandchildren at that point, and more grandchildren at that point, by that time, was like, "There's something. This is not normal." And it would take almost 4 more years to find out that it was muscular dystrophy, because it is a rare genetic disorder. But when you, I think in the video earlier, when I'm actually there with Jude putting him on, I talk about stretching him, and when you feel his muscles, it's hard to describe, but it's different. Maybe I can catch it on video one day. I realize I need an extra person shooting the video. Can't do just. I think I said that earlier, but anyways. So here's again for folks who are interested. I'm going to find the name of the place and plug it in if I can. If I can't, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do it next time when we do an updated video of Jude putting on his braces. And he really loves. He does not put a fuss. He does not have a problem putting them on and wearing them. He sleeps very well. When you take them off, you might have a little bit of, his skin might be a little raw, but it fades away. I mean, you take them off within a couple minutes, it goes away, which is what we told is what it should do. So here's the brace. Folks, you're talking about over $2,000 for these things, bro. It's crazy. And I lucked out because, again, Jude hasn't been growing. Some people may have to buy at least one of these a year for some time. And a lot of times I bet you insurance doesn't cover it, so they're real expensive. So that's the update. If you have any questions, reach out to me at jaminsdaily@gmail.com. All the folks there, the parents of boys with Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, reach out to me. I want to be a resource. Maybe do a couple more educational videos. We can for sure do an update with the braces, but then some others with Jude. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm going to be thinking of them, and we're going to have some videos here in the future, folks, to give you something to think about, something to look forward to. Until then, stick with us, because the best is yet to come.